with it started. What were you about to do? Talk to me.
Did we delete the part we were just talking about?
Well, deleted it from this episode, but it is still, the file is still in existence, I'm pretty sure, on my shits. You know what I mean? So I can go back and add it if this shit turns out to be bogus. See, and you all in your phone and shit, the pussy plans. Yeah, y'all. This is. We were talking about pussy plans earlier today. Well, actually, off and on for the last few weeks, because it seems like every other phone call between me and my co-host, it seems to get cut short, or it gets mentioned that a pussy plan has either been complicated, canceled, severely affected, or sabotaged by someone's either late and tardiness, or they're just not calling, not showing, just delays. You know what I mean?
Can we talk about that?
Pussy plans, man. Pussy plans are important.
Are they called pussy plans or pussy plans?
I call them pussy plans because y'all ain't gonna police how I fucking describe my niggas' ass. You know what I'm saying? Or their orifice. You know what I mean? And I don't want to get nobody upset either with my choice. But I'm sorry, yes, I call it the P word because I think the B word, I always think of somebody in a jumper, or like a overall suit. Yeah, not a romper. No. The old school jumpers, like some skids or something.
Okay.
With one of the buckles hanging off the, what I'm saying,
some
one
crisscross type shit.
Yeah, some crisscross shit, right? And but there's this big ass like streak on the inner part of their jumper, you know what I'm saying, to represent a race track. And you know what race tracks in your pants, your trousers means.
A skid mark.
A skiddy, yeah, say a skiddy. And so that's what I think of. You know what I mean? That's what comes to mind. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So when that song came out, throw that boy pussy.
He said boy pussy. He said boy pussy with a P. Yeah, bussy was not. No, bussy is a mistake. Bussy is one of the words that our community needs to retire, and retire fast, because it's ugly. It's ugly as fuck. It stinks. It reminds me of a person in a jumper, some crisscross shit, with racetracks in his motherfucking trousers. So I'm sorry, it's booty.
You don't think bussy will ever come to like how Beyonce brought Bootylicious to the
no, because Bootylicious it was used way before she.
Oh really?
Yeah, because Bootylicious, nigga, who the fuck wouldn't say something's bootylicious? Those two words were out way before that bitch was even born. Booty, yeah, just because motherfuckers came after 2000 don't mean that they just now started the motherfucking sayings that they thought of or use the words for certain things.
Nothing's new.
Bitches all been here before, right? So bootylicious, I mean, dookielicious. We was calling it dookielicious at one point, most likely, but it's the same thing. It's the butt or the booty green is what it was called during one era. Then they called it the butt during the 80s and shit with Spike Lee popular. Yeah, exactly. And now we call it twerking. It's the same. It's basically the same movements, and it's the same isolated movement with your butt cheeks. It's generations. You see what I'm saying? Bootylicious. So I'm telling you, moral of the story is nothing is new under the sun. You sons of bitches.
Make your booty touch the ground.
And what was I saying? Well, how do we get on this? I said the thing about the pussy. Yeah. So I identify.
I can't help but wonder why.
That is why I use that word to personify the loveliness that is, someone's side of back, or they're in some cases, for some people it's their second hole, for some people it's their third or their first.
And with that being said, y'all, my vibe is too vibe.
Hey, and welcome. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. The meat.
Let's go eat.
This episode is called Chicken Shit. No, okay, I fucked that.
No secret, it's the meat. Don't skimp on the meat. I got a real good eye for prime meat. Runs in the family.
Carnivore wanna start a war. Sandwich celebrity got the dirty draws. Married to the game with no prenup or clause. Making every ass thing, nigga, no terms or charge. We got the meat. We got the meat. We got the meat. Hey, we making every ass thing. Got the meat. We got the meat. We. All right, y'all. Live from the House of Culture Studios in North Minneapolis, Minnesota. Or Minnesota now that we're into the month of November. Let me not say that word again because I don't want to bring bad energy down on our city. Definitely don't want to bring heavy or slushy, nasty snow down on our roads.
And remember, the House of Culture is the Black presence. You can shop without money, time and space for certified community and creativity.
All right. Everybody, you get that? We're going to come back to that. We're going to repeat that. So y'all going to know the words to all these songs before this episode's over or before your listening time with us overall is over. But yeah, this is another episode of The Meat, man. And the meat, of course, stands for making every ass think. And that is our goal with every episode, is to make you consider
Give a second thought to it,
the other things, right. And I'm your host, your fine, furry, feathered, and friendly, fantastically fetching host, Kevin Kaoz. Or actually, I'm changing my name. It's K Lanier. It's K Lanier. That's the new. It's a new era. It's a new, therapy.
It's a new day.
It's a new day. Therapy. Fucking. Move the scene, change the scenery, humbling of self through horrible lemon cars. Anyway, and my co-host, of course, is Ja.
What's up, y'all? This is Julian Ja. We're about to do this big. I'm your host, co-host.
We're about to get
I'm the Robin to his Howard.
The Robin to Howard? Who?
Not
Who's
Howard?
Howard's Robin and Howard Stern. I'm like, Howard who? Oh, Howard and Robert Stern. Okay, that's probably. It's going to be over a lot of people's heads because, these kids,
Right, they weren't watching E! at Night.
Yeah,
You was the one getting free cable.
He was, yes, with the pennies in the console. Yeah.
Let's get into it, though. Let's get
real
into
ghetto shit. So anyway, yeah, this is our episode in which y'all, well, you read the intros, I'm sure, that are on the website. So you already know what we're going to talk about today. But in current news, there is some hate going around out there for a black woman, a black woman by the name of Jada Pinkett Smith, the other half, the 50% of Will Smith, known mostly for his pivotal and game-changing role on the breakthrough sitcom series Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He is also, first off, a hip-hop artist who broke around 88, 89, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Had a really, kind of chill beats are slamming kind of like, vibe. But, he kept it pretty teen and pretty light. You know what I mean? Will Smith was the Family Matters of hip-hop at that time, because I think at that same time we had the whole Back to Africa movement, since we had X-Clan, we had Public Enemy and all that militant shit. Then we had the gangster rap starting to come up, but this represented a different vibe, you know what I'm saying? A different vibe, a good vibe. So hold on.
We're looking at right now. We're looking at Jada Pinkett's Worthy.
Listen,
this self-proclaimed memoir by her. Sold the estimated amount of 29,300 print copies sold, teased with a bombshell revelation about her marriage. Pinkett Smith's book gets honest about her childhood, public persona, and proximity to the scandal of her situationship with August Alsina. Now, see, our girl is not getting. Are we
23,000. 23,000.
Are we protecting black women?
Well, from our behavior in these streets, no, I don't believe we are at all. And let's talk about that. So Jada Pinkett Smith, as some of has been on this a couple weeks ago. She was on no, this is not a couple weeks ago, because this is the week that around when it was happening. She went on she's going on this press run. She's going on a press run for her book, which is entitled Worthy, a memoir. And in this, she does share a lot of information, some of the shit that we really didn't want to know, but we kind of knew. The streets always been talking about them. But now, you know, the Smith marriage, the Smith family unit, it's making sense in a totally different way, and in a way in which a lot of us didn't expect it to make sense. A lot of revelations have come out of her press run. You know, it's come up that, you know, the August Alsina and the shit, you know, the between her and him was happening during a time that they were actually separated. They've been separated for quite some time, even at the Oscars. Yes, wow, that's a long time. Keeping that shit under wraps. So no wonder all the rumors started coming back up, you know what I'm saying, even before then. And then when we saw August Alsina on the red carpet with her, niggas started asking questions, but no one really took it serious because you still saw Will Smith and her. Whenever either one was mentioned or whenever the kids was mentioned, they still show them as a family unit.
Can we talk about also like how that brings light to Jaden's emancipation of himself?
Yeah, you got to think about it, y'all. Like this, I want to be a fly on the wall for that shit though. Like I really
Jaguar Wright was not lying. Jaguar.
Well, Jaguar and tons and tons of other people out there, the street committees and so forth. The people in Atlanta, come on now, you know what I'm saying? Like the folks that are around telling people because the shit is nothing is secret in Hollywood or related to Hollywood, because motherfuckers know, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that differs is the amount of people that know whatever fact it is about whoever it is. That's just it. But the tea gets spilled all the time. But anyway, they are dragging her, man. Y'all been dragging her, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we see that the book only ended up selling a total of like 23,000 copies or something so far, like, which is laughable, you know, to a lot of people. A lot of people actually were like making light of this, you know, occurrence, and it's like really insensitive, because it's like, okay, no, the people put their time, they put their art into writing a book, even if it is biographical, you know, autobiographical, whatever. People, the act of writing is, it's like it's a spiritual thing, you know what I'm saying? And some healing, you would hope, is going on within the process of doing this writing, because you know it's cathartic, you know, it can't, it's the way that a lot of people process, you know, deeply traumatic or life-changing events.
Most definitely. So, but however, like, I think a lot of people were just like, man, we already seen this on the Red Table Talk before.
Well, yeah. And the Red Table Talk, though, that's different because they didn't tell the whole truth about where they were actually at that moment. And so when we look back upon it, you know what I'm saying? And we say, oh, what's that? Damn, they said all this during Red Table Talk, which happened after this, which happened after this, and which happened after this. Like, because we've been getting bits and pieces of their drama,
their timeline.
It's unfolded, you know what I'm saying, over the series, especially it turned up the last 5 years, you know what I'm saying? And so now we see all these other things that were actually going on at the same time. So, I mean, I'm saying all this to say, you know what I'm saying, two things. For one, y'all gotta ease up on this disrespect. Jada Pinkett Smith is accomplished, you know what I'm saying? She's been in plenty of movies. She's broke some bread and made some bread for their family, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to quit this narrative that she's like just there to make a fool out of this man and, you know, sit pretty and she's just like this ultimate bitch. Like, people treat her like people talk about Hillary Clinton, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like she's that type of. That's who she
a good
is.
Analogy.
Yeah, that's who she is in the Black community.
She ain't never like. Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. like bitch, we thought you were on our side, but hold up, you talking all this stuff that's really goes against our beliefs, and you know, Black folks are some of the most. We were just talking about this, most conservative and traditional ass motherfuckers out there, even though their behaviors, when alone and sometimes with just small amounts of people, totally contradict conservatism. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a hoe at the end of the day, and everybody's wild. And just because your music got a whole bunch of organs and shit in it, don't make it no better or no different than my music with the bitches, hoes, and fuck yous and the 808s. But you know, we got to do a little more.
Turn your nose up in my rice and peas, okay?
Don't you ever? And you know, we got to do a little better at supporting Black women. Now, look, this is her piece. Let her have her say in her time. Y'all have already shown what y'all think about it and how y'all's going to support let that be it. Y'all don't have to keep tearing her down, talking things about her condition, none of that shit. And it's their marriage, and they can do whatever the fuck they want to do in their union or their partnership. But y'all motherfuckers need to get your heads up out of 1925. It ain't the Great Depression no more. And we're about to go into a recession, but not a depression. But y'all motherfuckers is acting real real plantation like, you know what I'm saying,
Real
when it
color
comes
purple like.
Yeah, y'all gotta open up your minds a little bit. I'm sorry, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people still here in this country that don't think that you darkies should be, you know, within a certain amount of mileage from the person that ain't dark. But guess where you at? Everywhere. So, you know, keep those things in mind. That might be a bad analogy. I don't give a fuck.
Also, what you can also bring it down to is that a lot of us remember the Smiths on Essence, on Jet,
being the ideal
black couple.
Yep.
And like this is
goals
for sure.
And it should still be goals for people though.
For sure.
Like,
I think it should be
that's some mature shit that they're doing.
For holding your business in like that
Nigga.
since 2016 to
Yeah.
I give them salute that.
It didn't even come out. The kids didn't even bring it out. Like, y'all got y'all kids trained very well. Even
I bet the kids didn't want nothing to do with them low key. But anyway.
Oh man, yeah, of course. But still,
like
you know,
the way that we look at the scope of how back then it was like we would only see them so many times.
Right.
But now with social media, a lot of it has exposed and amplified things. Like I used to think that, for example, like Faith Evans was like just this angel. Because of like what you see in the pictures and what everything like that in the movie. Yeah. But then when you and I love Faith, shout out, but I didn't know Faith could cut you.
You didn't? Oh, see, that was one. Yeah, well, I did.
Price could cut
that's
you.
one of the earlier things that I learned about her was that she was at the end of the day, she was from the hood. She was from Jersey. Whitney Houston was from Jersey. Whitney Houston was a
but it's the way that when you see everything, like when you grow up seeing everything in a magazine, or you only see Entertainment Tonight, that one interview.
That's the media for you
for the year. Y'all don't understand. There was a time where like there was no like these old interviews that y'all see pop up. That came on like once the year.
Like no, I wouldn't say no once a year.
No,
but
like that was like it was a very
you didn't see your favorite artist on shows or press runs like you see them today. You know what I'm saying?
To record the Aaliyah Try Again video and record on VHS to practice it.
Because it wasn't all just videos. Nowadays, you know what I'm saying? We have the YouTube. I said the YouTube. Now we have, you know, YouTube and on demand shit. So
you can watch it over and over again.
Yeah, you can watch it over and over again anytime you want to, and it usually is in line with the person releasing the actual single. But at the same time, though, you know, it's made this market a very saturated one. It has caused the quality overall of music and musicianship and all that kind of stuff. It's been affected by this convenience. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause all this shit we're talking about is still, you know, about convenience. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to close out of that shit, you know, with
tangent, but just saying, like, we used to only see them so much.
Yeah, and so they were like the ideal picture of black love, and even black love. You know what I'm saying? Light skin love, but black love nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? And they raised some beautiful children. I kind of see now why the oldest Smith, you know what I'm saying, the one that's from the I see why he don't be around. You know what I mean, or be all out there like that. You know, he'll take his photo ops with them, you know, every now and again.
That's Cherie. That's his mama.
Yeah. But he's very, he let that mess be that mess over there or whatever. You know, he's not, but he's a cutie though. Just wanted to mention his name and wanted to just mention the fact that he's cute. Let's see what else. What we're cutting this for now. We got to come up with a better system.
But shout out to the Smiths, though. I want to say shout out to the Smiths for all they done.
Hey, yo, I respect you, Will. I definitely don't feel how I used to feel about you. You know, there is a place for your type of hip hop. You broke down barriers and opened doors. My nigga, you was the first Grammy winner for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So my nigga, I'm giving you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? You came out with that. You saw my Blinker Bitch song. And that was thug loving Will Smith. I was just giving you your flowers, brother.
When he sang your song?
And your butt. Yeah, well, it was one of the songs he came out with like around the same time as like Summertime. I think it was like the same album or something. But it was something about a bitch cutting them off or something, like when we used out to drive. Okay. So a road rage song basically. But he said bitch. And I was like, everybody was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It was just so amazing to hear him cuss. And you know, yeah, it's just crazy. But no, shouts out to that nigga and that butt. And yeah, I wonder how Dwayne Martin is feeling right now. Do you still talk to him? Anyway, we'll be right back in a second with chicken shit. Chicken shit. And we're back, y'all. We are back on another episode of The Meat. And we're going to make your ass think about something. Chicken shit is no, not chicken shit, but no, this is the fall of the house of Aubrey, y'all. Recently, in the last, this summer has presented a very weird beef, you know what I mean? So this thing happened where Drake is finally putting out this album that he keeps pushing back or whatever it's called, For All the Dogs, right? So it came out. Motherfuckers, of course, had all types of opinions about it first day. But it just so happened to come out on a Friday that was right before, Joe Budden releases his podcast. So they did a review, of the project. And they went, kind of track by track or whatever at first, or as much as track by track as they could. But there is a track on the album in which it features J. Cole. And so Joe Budden went into his, at times very, very flattering review. He did have points in which he was brutally honest about the weak points of, the album and some of the songs. And so the J. Cole song was like this whole conversation because basically J. Cole mopped him up on his own, his own track. And when I say mopped him up, not intentionally or disrespectfully, but it's something that top tier rappers do whenever they feature on another top tier rapper's shit. Because the thing is, in hip hop, your fucking dick is supposed to be so big, you know what I mean, that you run around knocking over plants and fucking trees and whole structures, domiciles. With how big your dick is, or at least what you think it is. You talk the most shit, you are the best, you are at the top of your shit, and everyone should have that attitude. But it's interesting that some of the lines that unfolded in this song between him and Drake or whatever, it alluded to the fact that, oh, look, buddy, you fucked up by putting me on this track. It's like, now I'm about to eat this shit up. I'm gonna eat you up, and the talk of the town is gonna be this shit. And like a true surgeon would, J. Cole went in and he understood the assignment, and he came with a variety of flows and rhymes that truly, like, for it to be okay, that song, that it's got to be the shit because there's these two powerhouses on it. Drake didn't bring shit to it, and nothing that was really even on par or close to being on par with how impactful J. Cole's, whole presentation was. Now, he's a guest. He went on your album and he ate you up. Now, Joe Budden points that out as well. He points out some of the stuff that Drake chose to talk about in the, lyrical time that he had with that track, and how he basically just fumbled the fucking ball. And you know what I mean? He just commenced to having his first, well, not first, but in the line of many, another L. You know what I mean? And it's really interesting how on the track, Drake has statements that kind of really paints this picture like him and J. Cole are better than Kendrick. But J. Cole he doesn't craft any lines that would make you think that he feels the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because he just kills them. You want to read some of those?
He went in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Bro. Let's do the play by play. So
yeah.
verse 1 from Drake. But the difference is, it's just two guys playing shit. They didn't do this in the studio. Niggas usually send their verses back to me, and they be terrible, just like a 2-year-old.
2-year-old, yeah.
Okay, but just that right there, right?
Now, like the metaphors and stuff and the little double entendres that he uses are so lame compared to the way and the flow and the cadence that J. Cole has. It's just miles apart.
Even the bars are going.
And then what he's talking about,
J. Cole is going longer in the bars.
Like, right? He let him have the song.
J. Cole really came to eat. So then J. Cole, let's do a little bit. Niggas so thirsty to put me in beef. That right there just did it.
But
Niggas
listen,
so
the
thirsty.
next
Hold
one.
on. Niggas so thirsty to put me in beef, dissecting my words and starting looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I let it rock because I love my mystique. He loves the mystique. I still want to get me a song with YB. Can't trust everything you saw on IG.
Talk about young boy, NBA young boy. I'm here. Let me see.
Come on.
Because I know how to go.
Okay, he wants to go into it. Let him get into some things.
So on IG, just know if I dish you, I'd make sure you know that I hit you as if like I'm on your caller ID. I'm naming the album The Fall Off. It's pretty ironic because ain't no fall off for me. Still in this bitch getting bigger. They waiting on a kid to come drop like a father to be. Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K. Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? We the big three like we started a league, but right now I'm feeling like I'm Muhammad Ali. Blah, 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 Muhammad Ali. The one the one they call when the shit ain't connecting no more. I feel like I got a job in IT. Rhyming with me is the biggest mistake. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. It's like we recruited our homies to be demon deacons. We got them attending your wake. Hate how the game got away from the bars. Oh, okay, this the fucking pad. I mean, he just goes on and on and on, just killing shit, right? And what Drake chooses to talk about in his little 2 seconds, he's talking about what do the bitches feel? Like they're having a discussion about who the greatest is, and the bitches be saying, you know, yeah, he's I'm about to click, I'm about to, and he switches into this other little ghetto. I think I'm from Memphis mode. You know what I'm saying? Where the beat switches and everything, and he goes in talking all this shit about bitches and shit. Hold up, this ain't the first verse though, where he talks about the bitches. Here he is. It goes okay, but the difference is it's just two guys playing shit, and they did in the studio. Niggas usually the 2-year-old. I love a dinner with some fine women. When they start debating about who the GOAT, I'm like, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? Who you bitches really rooting for? Like a kid that act bad from January to November, nigga. It's just you and Cole. And then, that's when J. Cole's verse comes in. And then Drake ends it with this whole I'm about to. And then the whole new beat starts. It sounds like some Travis Scott shit, truly. And he just keeps on going, but he's still talking about bitches. And he's still talking about like I got money and I got this. And that's what makes me so yeah. It was like, dude, this dude just mopped up the whole fucking track with some fucking lyrics. Y'all three are known as the most lyrical miracle new school niggas. And you gonna come up here and talk to us some more about what the fuck you feel your impact is with bitches and taking niggas taking niggas bitches. Come on, Drake. And so he didn't like that Joe Budden really, really went into a very, very descriptive and valid point making diatribe about him and the album overall, and how, you know what I'm saying, he basically sounds like a person that no longer has passion for the game that he's playing. And I couldn't agree with him more. The album overall sucks. It is like just more and more and more of the same Drake shit that we've been hearing for like the last 15 years. But the problem is, nigga, you 40, you about to be 40. And that was another thing that came up. Now see, Drake's response to all this shit, to this very honest fucking opinion, and this is just a critique. You're an artist. You're the biggest artist in the fucking world. Why are you getting this mad that you'll actually say the shit that he came out with? You know what I'm saying? In his little Instagram response to fucking Joe Budden, which, oh my God, all the Drake dick lickers, everybody's like, oh yeah, he has a point. He has a point. I mean, and all he did was go in and talk about how, Joe Budden's a failure because, he quit rap because he was a failure and he didn't make shit happen and blah 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 blah. But nigga, you literally named him as one of the sole influences behind your fucking flow when you first came out. You was dick licking him just less like 10 years ago or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then it came out too, like that he's, think about like a high number of women that Drake has slept with, he has slept with after Joe Budden has slept with them.
Wow.
So it's starting to really look in so many ways like he keeps his little attacks at bay and he builds up these things, you know what I'm saying? But he's truly snaking. He's on some snake in the grass shit. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you doing my sloppy seconds and you think that that's like a status you know, that's like a status boost.
The biggest
You better
thing
than
is
me?
how Joe Budden is handling it, though.
Man,
It's so beautiful.
He's
It's what hip hop needs.
he has a therapist. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. He's a Virgo and he has a therapist, and he's done a lot of growing.
Joe Budden's a Virgo?
Yeah, he's a Virgo. Oh my God. Yes. Oh yeah.
And he's a therapist.
He is.
He's really
man. Joe Budden he's that dude. I mean, and he hasn't had a perfect, time in his career. No, but he was he's the reason why niggas can be emo like Drake on fucking tracks now. Because Joe Budden was one of the first niggas to really go through some processing some shit that's toxic happening in his life. I mean, with the real shit, all while facing addiction, all while facing all these other fucking things. Like, you know what I'm saying, the record company not doing what they said they was going to do, and just how the game is just nasty. And then how Eminem recruited all of them to go to Slaughterhouse, but then he kept them shelved, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because those are like the 4 hardest niggas in rap. And that was his way of keeping them away from him. So it's a whole big mess. And so anyway, just it sparked all these debates and all this disrespect, this open disrespect of Joe Budden and his legacy, and disrespecting his current career, as if like all these niggas that got podcasts right now, they owe it to him. Because he was the first motherfucking hip hop motherfucker.
Groundwork.
Oh man, he came in and he killed that shit. I mean, there's what's the name, Cactus Jack or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. And yeah, I know there were other people that had these hip hop shows that were radio or like kind of like broadcast radio journalism or whatever, or like what we see as a podcast. But Joe Budden's was the first to really have a worldwide impact, and he got the shit to the point in which now all of these platforms are paying people high, nice little contracts to host their fucking shows. So basically creating a whole new stream and genre of entertainment for people to, adapt to or be a part of. And all the fucking mistakes that needed to be made in the birth of that type of thing and how it evolves, whatever, he was there to kind of, get all that shit. And he's staying independent, and he's now grown itself into a network, of pods. So it's just, and he's employing people. So there's a lot of shit that really, gets me sometimes when we just look at the surface of stuff. And this whole situation from the public lens has been just this surface interpretation of it. But to me, I see it's 2 very intelligent Black men that cannot seem to get on the same page because of ego. And it's not, I'm not saying there's ego even on Joe's side so much, but really on Drake's side. And again, for you to be the top motherfucker right now, he's this generation's Michael Jackson. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it, to say it's equal, because I really do feel that impact back in the day when Michael had that impact, to me, translates into a totally different thing than what this shit is today. Because today it's,
you ain't making people pass out.
No,
you ain't got the ambulance coming in for the helicopter at your concert.
Nope. And he's about as unconvincing that he's hard as Michael Jackson was. You know what I'm saying?
But Michael Jackson wasn't trying to be hard.
He wasn't trying to be hard, except for in those couple of videos. Like, he actually had a song called "Bad" and he was trying to be all in the video. I mean, that was a part of the mystique of that album, the rollout. But I mean, still, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? He's not that character. You know what I mean? He's a good actor. Hell, he made The Wiz what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying though, Michael Jackson, he's an all around. He's a fucking beast. Then those are things that Drake doesn't have. That he's not gonna learn how to dance at this age. He doesn't have to, but still, he's not. But he's the closest thing that they have this generation to a Michael Jackson. I will say that. No, because everybody don't agree with Beyonce about Beyonce, but white folks, they feel like they got an investment in Drake. Jewish people got an investment in Drake. Let's be real. And you know what I'm saying? And Black folks got an investment in Drake.
That's the tagline on this show. Let's be real.
Right. Let's be real for a second. So anyway, I'm saying all this to say, y'all, look, your idols suck. My idols suck. At the end of the day, when you go to meet these bitches in real life, the most surprising thing will probably happen, and that's gonna be them turning out to be pieces of shit, because guess what, they're human beings just like you and I know that we all can be pieces of shit sometimes. So this is just another example of a rich piece of shit, getting told finally by somebody that you're a rich piece of shit. And girl, hang it up. Move out the way and let the new generation do it just like anyone else would, just like you felt you should have been the new generation doing it and taking it over from Jay-Z when you had your beef for him. I mean, this is all just interesting too. And to bring it back to Nikki, because I can't get through this episode without bringing her into the fold.
Come on, Nikki.
Same type of bratty response, same type of unchecked ego went into her downfallish. You know what I'm saying? Her spiral. Let me just say her spiral. I won't say downfall because she's still hanging. But her spiral out of control and out of ego and out of jealousy and competition. So she felt with this younger generation. It's like, no, bitch. Look, if you really that bitch, you ain't gotta fucking compete. Your answer should be, I don't know her. Just like Lil Kim's answer was whenever they
like
mentioned you,
Mariah, I don't think of her.
No, and just like Mariah to what's not, I don't know that bitch. So you know what I mean. But it's that same. It's Young Money produced these entitled. Young Money's record label is a nice representation of generation millennial and maybe some of Z. Wow. Is a perfect representation. Wow. Tiger's a fucking pervert that's colorist and only likes light skin or the exotic looking bitches. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Nicki Minaj, who's, you know what I'm saying, hands down one of the best female rappers of all time. I'll give her that. You know what I'm saying? But is so unhinged and still ain't got her addictions together. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, you know, and it shows in how she's cracking and how the little girls, the lames got her shook, and she's worried. She's trying to stay relevant her damn self. So, you know, there's that. And so I'm saying all this to say, y'all, start giving people their flowers. Everybody contributes something to this world, especially when we're talking about music and we talk about hip hop. The female rap game would not be where it is without the contributions of Lady of Rage, you know what I'm saying, MC Light, Sha Rock, fucking Roxanne Shante, Queen Latifah, you know, Salt and Pepper. There's so many people out there that have been doing this shit. Light, MC Light, Choice, like everybody that's been doing this shit way before your faves.
Mia X.
And it's all been, this Jean progressive. Grey. Shut the fuck. This all been this progressive, you know, climb. You know what I mean? But it keeps getting better and better. And with every generation of women in hip hop, I swear, it gives us more. It gives me more hope that the shit is gonna survive. Even though they got them talking about wop 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 wop, which is okay because it has its place, just like Rhapsody has her place. And just, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we got to get back to that thing where everybody can have music and just have music. There was a time that everybody's music was relevant to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And we could do that. But anyway, let's get back to some real shit. That phone away from the mic. Okay, I'm recording. So yeah. What pisses you off about it? What pisses you off about it? Or do you want to save it for after you read the question?
We can say it.
Say it now. Yeah, say it now. You had it. It's in your phone. Oh yeah, it's in your phone. But just stay back from the. You're gonna have to make a sack choice. I'll hold it. Hold on. I'm saying hold on to y'all like y'all on the phone with me. Yeah, we don't have our producers yet, but you know they're coming soon. So this is how we're doing it for now. Okay, can you read it? Can you see?
Yes. Can you see? Peace, Chaos, and Ja. What's up, man? How you doing? I stay listening to y'all show on the regular. By the way, now here's for my ask. My partner and I are sexually attracted to each other and active.
Is that so?
Yes, very so. I'm verse top while my partner's a verse bottom. Now, as of lately, my partner began to rim me by my surprise, and to be honest with you, I enjoyed it a lot. Actually, now he's also made efforts to ask if he could climb my back.
Hey.
Ooh, okay. For he has been curious in regards to us actually flipping. Since we're actually both versatile technically, and now I'm stuck thinking, will this knock me down a couple pegs on my masculinity tip? Please drop a couple gems for our brethren. Respect, Cortez. Okay, Cortez.
So Cortez.
Let me tell you something, Cortez.
Oh boy.
This masculine feminine thing got to stop today.
Hold up. Go ahead.
We all come from
masculine and feminine things,
Yeah,
right?
like why is that a thing?
Well,
like,
so
why can't niggas let it go?
But because I'm playing devil's advocate here. Think about the fact that same gender loving people love the same gender, and in our society, everyone has been programmed, even when they are I'm telling you, even gender conforming people, they choose a side or they choose a role or whatever every day, like how they present. And so if that's truly the case, that we don't care about that, we shouldn't care about that, then why is it either? You know what I'm saying? It's like well, I personally, masculinity turns me on.
Great.
Masculinity makes my booty hole hot. It makes my dick do jumps. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it does for me.
Are you
for
feminine
me as a person? I think at times I got it sprinkled in there. Yeah, because I am my environment. I got people, all around me from all different types of walks of life. And language is language, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you around people, you absorb shit from people. You know what I'm saying? So every fucking dude that has those type of mannerisms or whatever. And it doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make a person bad because they're feminine. But if you are clear yourself that you're not attracted to that, if that doesn't go into what turns you on sexually or whatever, then that's simply, people have been attracted to who they've been attracted to for years. If my mother and my father weren't attractive, I wouldn't be here. Attracted to each other, then I wouldn't be here. There's a place for everything and everybody, Then there's plenty of people out there that never procreate, but they're attracted to people of the same sex for that reason. I want to be with a dude because I like dudes.
That's cool and all, but I'm just saying, like,
if dudes act feminine,
maybe it's the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the way that people communicate that or talk to each other sometimes, or this, because I think that we all kind of submit to these roles though, and the things that go with these gender roles, regardless of how we present ourselves or how we see ourselves.
So how can we help
We
Cortez
still
out?
subscribe to it. I'm just saying, okay, I know that you try to check me like. Anyway, Cortez, the fact of the matter is this: if you weren't in fact versatile, or at least willing to do the versatile part of your title, which was, what you say the label was, versatile top, and your partner's a versatile bottom. So he's just showing you that he put up or shut up. That's what time it is right now. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, because I'd probably give you the same fever if I was in your partner's position. Yeah, what's up with that versatile part? You said you were a versatile top. Let's go. Show me. Getting the booty licked, that doesn't necessarily make you anything. You know what I'm saying? You just like to get your booty licked. Yes, shit, getting your booty licked is nice. You ever climb up the wall? Man. The first time I ever got my booty licked, I climbed stucco. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't anticipating that. And you know who told me how that shit was gonna be? A girl. A girl told me how I was gonna feel when I got my butt licked. A girl. So that means she had tried it on her boyfriend. Look, I'm 16, 17 at the time. This nigga, he probably oldest he might have been is 19. You know what I'm saying? Because all the high school girls love to fuck the drug dealers that were out of school. You know what I mean? They come in with this boom. But anyway, it's not gonna make you any less of a man. You understand what I'm saying? Because guess what? In the world of same gender, fuckery and whatnot, it is what it is. And people like what they like. And you know what I'm saying? It's okay that if you like the design of a penis, just like you like the design and the smell and the feel of a booch. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you any less of a gay, any less of a man. You know what I mean? It doesn't make you more powerful. It doesn't make you more weak. I think some people do, because they've grown up with these horrible gender norms being stuffed down their throats. I think a lot of us associate bottoming, for instance, with some type of like lessening of the power within, you know what I'm saying, the duel of each other, and that's dumb.
You want to stick it to something,
like, well, and plus at the same time, it's like, you think about that. Think of who's really the strong person in this. Yeah, you got some endurance shit going on over there, but the strong person is this person that's allowing your 10-inch fucking penis to go up and down their fucking love tunnel. That's some strength. So to be honest with you, the bottoms, you know what I'm saying, really got the BDE, you know what I'm saying, and the BDE niggas, y'all got egos and y'all need to get over yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Your prostate is back there for a reason. Hallelujah. I mean, you got anything to add to this? I mean, Cortez, all I'm saying is, look, if you can't shit, get off the pot. There's got to be another versatile person out there that'll be able to satisfy your lover, because right now you're not doing it. So if, for instance, he steps out on you, you have no one to blame but yourself, because you're not keeping your word.
You might win some, but you just lost one.
Hey, you know, and the thing is, if you in fact are not the versatile top that you say you are, then baby, tell him, I'm not a versatile top, I'm a total top. But I know that that's not going to happen, Cortez. You know why it's not going to happen? It's because deep down, and even on the surface, you know you want to, you wouldn't mind giving it to them. You just, you know, worried about what other people will think about that shit if he tells them. Fuck them. Fuck their opinions. If the motherfucker do it, he satisfies you, hey, do it. Accept it. You ain't gotta tell nobody shit. It's you and him. As long as it's consensual, you're good. Hope that helps. And hey, write us back and let us know how that turned out.
Would love to hear it.
You got anything else to add to this? Come on, I mean,
be strong.
Be strong. That's all you got to say for the people this week.
I'm just really stuck on that, man.
Yeah, man.
Cortez, you hit us.
Then why didn't you go in, like, expound? Like, what is it about it?
How is this knocking you? I just feel like as grown cooked men, like, why is this knocking you?
Grown cooked men, we're no longer raw.
Yeah, like, why is this knocking you down a couple of pegs on your masculinity? If this is your dude and all, then y'all should just keep everything in your room. The bedroom private. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all do in the bedroom. Then that's cool. Like, why does it have to be like that? I mean, I know you came out here kind of anonymous, but at the same time, it's like, maybe it's my ego. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's my ego that's stuck on the whole like feminine masculine thing.
Think about our country and how it was made. Think about the forefathers. Think about war. Think about the situation in Gaza. Think about just, you know, Biggie and Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Think about like big nuts trying to piss and tell this motherfucker with big nuts that his nuts are bigger. You know what I mean? That's the culture that we literally have been indoctrinated in since, you know, Tiny Toon time. You know what I'm saying? At every turn, society is teaching us these things, giving us these messages, even in school, even at the nice schools. They give us these messages. Boys over here, girls over there. God, I got. Everything is so binary. You know what I'm saying? So, knowing all that kind of stuff, I get it. I see where this is coming from. I see why it happens. It's unfortunate, yes. It's unfortunate to have homophobia out there still lingering like a fucking genital wart. It's fucked up to have, you know what I'm saying, transphobia out there, because that's the biggest genital wart of all. You know what I mean? And shout out, no offense to anyone that's dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's an annoyance. It's in the way. It's a blockage. You understand what I'm saying? To get into the real shit, which is taking care of one another at the end of the day, and being happy with who we were made to be.
It gets me more like vexed up, because like it's within us. Like we should be supporting each other, protecting each other.
Yeah.
Like, but we don't protect the whole acronym.
What you mean? The alphabets don't support each other or protect each other? No, they don't. I mean, and the alphabets love to segment themselves off. We're all in our own little silos, especially if you break it down into genders per I wouldn't say fetish, but per label. You know what I mean? It goes even further. There's so many subcultures within our culture. It's pathetic. And just because we're all gay don't mean we're supposed to get along. That's the other thing that motherfuckers seem to get twisted. We are not supposed to get along just because we're all on the same team. Y'all don't get along, and y'all on the same team, supposedly looking for the same shit, but I can't tell. Y'all shit's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Y'all worry so much about us and what we doing over here. I sense a little jealousy there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you don't want to have more kids? start wearing a rubber and stop being so shamed that you can't have a rubber around your just because I'm married. I can't bring no condoms. Me and her been together. That's my baby boy. I can't bring no condoms. What? You can't bring no condoms into the picture. You can't. If you got caught with a condom, you get in trouble. Like that's the dumbest shit. That's why I'm saying that sometimes heterosexuals you keep that shit over there because it's like, dude, I don't get that. You would trip that your partner has a fucking condom, but shouldn't you be appreciative? Because if they are cheating on you, bitch, wouldn't you rather they be protected?
You think, right?
You know what I'm saying? But no, people they're so stuck on, claiming and thinking they own somebody in their bodies and shit. It's like, oh no, that's immediately a slap to the face. That's like, oh, you're cheating on me. You goofy ass. But that's another subject for another day.
Thank you, Cortez.
Yeah, man. Cortez, thank you for that. Axe Chaos. And remember, you can yourself axe chaos. And that is, you're going to write to me. You're going to write to me, Axe Chaos. And that is the meatpod@gmail.com. You're going to address that to me, Chaos. I'm thinking, I was talking to my graphic designer earlier. I'm thinking about changing my name. Changing my microphone, my stage name, because Chaos is so chaotic. And somebody told me this years ago, like, you ever think about changing your name? Because as long as you got that name, you're gonna have chaos in your life. I was like, oh shit. I knew it then. I felt it then. Like, yes, they're onto something. But I was like, nah, I'll still be chaos. And the house of cards just go down. I'm thinking, what I'm saying, grown and sexy, Kayla Near.
I like K Lanier.
K Lanier, yeah. K dash or K
I like
dot.
K dot Lanier.
Yeah, K dot Lanier. Like sounds that. Sexy. It's real B size. It's real club underground. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Motherfucking cigars
and
hookah. Hookah with all the whores. By whores I mean Moors. That's MWOHORES. Moors. That's a way to put whores and more together. Yes, I did that, y'all. I did that. I'm a poet. That's K Lanier. That's that new shit coming to your speaker screens and to your smartphones. And yeah, I'm about to be back off of Team iPhone, y'all, because I'm so tired of iPhones. And I really want to get into Android. Fuck all y'all and fuck your phones. But I thank you all so much for joining us again for episode 9 of the Meat Podcast, and that is making every ass think. And until we meet again next time, y'all think about something. Oh yeah, hey, we're gonna close it with the pledge, because our pride will grow.
Our pride will grow
in our ancestors,
in our cultures,
and in ourselves. We will grow by seeing. Listening, and deciding for ourselves. Listen to see. Listen, and think for yourself. Peace
out, y'all.
Love, respect for everybody. Yeah. See y'all next episode. Oh, we got some shit to talk about. Carnivore wanna start a war. Find which celebrity got the dirty drawers. Married to the game with no prenup or clause. Making every ass thing, nigga, no charge. We got the meat.